Okay, where are we? We are at the Frazier Park Sheriff Substation in Frazier Park, obviously, and we are with a more or less new sergeant here at the substation, David Kessler, who is the head of this station now since October of last year. David, tell us a little bit about you.
Name's David Kessler. I've been with the Sheriff's Department since 2001. Um, Living in Kern County since 1999. Before that, I was a park ranger, and happy to be up in the Frazier Park area serving the community up here.
Nice. So you came from Los Angeles and were a park ranger, and what drove you out here to Kern County?
I was worked part time while going to college for the Los Angeles City Park Rangers, and I came up here for a full time job with the Kern County Park Rangers, which I kept for until 2001 after I went through the academy and I transferred over to the sheriff's office.
Okay, so you're with the sheriff's office now around 17 years or so, and now since October you are at the most challenging position, being the head of the Frazier Park substation with all its interesting people. So give me a little bit about your expectation for the area and also your experiences so far since you have been here for 4 months and probably have met a lot of people.
My expectations are coming true. I mean, it's a beautiful community, beautiful scenery, lovely people that work here, very welcoming, very supportive of our law enforcement community. And we're really proud to have that and be able to serve up here. I expect nothing less from up here, and I've been fulfilled and pleasure being up here so far, and I hope it continues. And I think the community support will continue, and it's great to be up here working with them.
So people are always kind of concerned anywhere in California, throughout the US, about safety and security in particularly. So what is the level of crime or safety or security here in our area from your view?
We do have some crime. A lot of it is quality of life issues or some mischief that goes on. For the most part, the serious crime, we don't have a lot of it. I'm not going to say we're not going to, but we're doing everything we can to keep you safe. A lot of it is the community's participation in these types of events, letting us know of things that are occurring, calling us when they see something that looks out of place, and letting us aware of it so that we can help handle it and take care of it.
Yeah, I understand, there have not been serious crimes in, I think there are barely any way but all. No murders. Yes, somebody stepped my car, and you guys have not even found the guy yet. But you spoke about quality of life violations. What do you mean with that?
Just inconveniences. When people live close together, things that happen, loud music, little arguments between neighbors over some property. Those are the kind of things that we're doing. Some inconveniences that might occur at the city level, which we're more than welcome to handle, along with the more serious things. That poor tire is dead, unfortunately, of yours, but we'll hopefully catch the person that did it for you.
Sooner or later we will. Yes, we will. We will get you. And you will be punished, not here, but anywhere else. So anyway, so another concern for the community was the discussion about that came up about last year from, I'm not sure whether it came from the sheriff's office or from this board of supervisors, um, that the rumor was, or the potential was, that this station in Frazier Park would be closing or would perhaps could be closed. Could be closed is the right expression. Could be closed at the end of the fiscal year. Did you hear anything about this, and where are we on this discussion?
As far as I know, I did hear stuff about it through the media and everything else and the talk about it. As far as I know, the station is here. It will continue to be here. You'll still have law enforcement services here. I even heard it as recently as this week because we had our lights and our sign fixed, and part of the sign was down, and everyone thought we were moving out. We're not moving out. We're here to stay. You're always going to have law enforcement in this community. Um, you know, we, as far as I know, we re-signed this lease on this building, and we should be here for a good few years.
Okay. Also, it is difficult for me to imagine to have this station closed because even me that I, except for the tires, did not need any kind of law enforcement activity, but I think it's a public safety issue. How can you ensure the safety of this community without having a substation here? You know, when you consider the nearest substation would be in Lamont, which is about, what, 200 miles away or so, so it takes a while before a patrol car comes up. So wouldn't it be irresponsible to close that station?
You're always going to have law enforcement services here. Whether there's actually a station, if for some odd reason was to close or something was to drastically happen with the budget or something would happen, you're always going to have law enforcement service here in this community. The office might be not at this location you're used to, but I can't see law enforcement. We still have a duty to protect the public, and the sheriff's department is dedicated to protecting the public, and so you're always going to have that protection from the sheriff's office as best as we can, provide the services that we're used to providing.
And when they sent you up here in October, I understand you are living in Bakersfield with your wife and child. They didn't tell you it's just a temporary position, you will be back in summer?
No, they didn't tell me it was a temporary position. There has been no talk with me officially other than what I've heard on the news about the station closing or the potential of the station closing. We're not looking for a new space. We're not packing up. We're not boxing anything up. We're here to stay as far as I know.
So what are your goals for the next year or years to work within and for the community? You have certain goals, I assume, that you want to achieve. What is that?
We want to make sure the quality of life for every resident is met up to their expectations. We want to make sure that they feel safe in their homes and that they feel comfortable in this neighborhood, in their communities. And we think we're achieving that goal already, and we want to continue that. We want to be able to provide the best service we can for the communities and the visitors that come up here.
Okay, with the visitors, that's also a very current discussion, kind of emotional discussion on social media. I was lucky enough to go to Los Angeles. I just evacuated. But from your point of view, are there things that law enforcement or the community can do better to prepare for, you know, the upcoming snowstorms that come automatically with a lot of visitors? Because if people in the lowlands see the snow, they will come, and this is public land, national forest, so they come, and in a way they even should. What will law enforcement do, and what should the community members do to ease the burden that really exist on the people?
Law enforcement, we're changing our plan all the time. We're working hard with CHP and the roads department to make sure that everyone's safe and enjoys the facilities that we have up here. Of course, it is a burden on the citizens up here, and we recognize that and we understand that. But they could also help out by maybe rearranging their day, planning day. They know the storms will be coming. They expect the people to come up here, help us out the best we can. Also report the stuff that happens. I mean, I've heard reports of 160,000 to 200,000 people up here during the New Year's, I think, storm right after that. And we had no major incidents, which is really good. I mean, we had some minor stuff with the trash and some trespassing, which we're more than welcome to come out and try and handle as best as we can. But the county, we learned our lessons from that. With the county, we're going to have more trash cans out in some areas to help combat that. Community stepped up to the plate and helped clean up the place, and we're really appreciative of that, and the county's really appreciative of that. So there's things that everyone could do to make life easier, and we're constantly changing the way we approach the snow and the visitors that come and attract it, and we know that we're working hard with our other agencies and partners to make the experience best for not only the residents but also the visitors.
Okay, so in conclusion, as a new sheriff in town, basically, if people want to meet you, have any questions, they can always call the station or, you know, make an appointment to have a visit with you. How can they reach the station here?
They could call the station 245-3440. You could call. I'll be more than happy to call you back. You could come in. If I'm happen to be here, I'll be more than happy to sit down and talk with you, address any issues that you guys might have or the community might have, and we'll try and come up with a solution to those problems. Not everything I can fix, but we'll work hard to try and fix what we can and help how we can. I'm looking forward to the challenges that this community brings, and we hope that we could make this a better place and keep up the level of service that we currently have.
Thank you very much, David, and good luck to you, indeed. Thank you.